Once upon a time, in a small, isolated village nestled among the dense, ominous woods, there was a legend whispered among the frightened villagers about a haunted chariot that appeared only on moonless nights. The chilling tale passed from generation to generation, causing anxiety and terror to all who heard it. The villagers spoke of a sinister chariot, pulled by shadowy steeds that roamed the forest like wraiths. It was said that anyone who dared to approach the cursed chariot would be ensnared by its malevolent power, vanishing without a trace, never to be seen again. One night, as the moon hid behind a blanket of clouds, a young and curious lad named Tim ventured into the forest. He had grown tired of the constant warnings and feared ridicule for not having seen the fabled chariot. Determined to prove the tales wrong, he set forth with a racing heart, carrying only a dim lantern for company. As Tim wandered deeper into the darkness, the once familiar sounds of crickets and rustling leaves were replaced by an eerie silence. The air grew colder, and an unsettling feeling crept up his spine. But his curiosity pushed him forward, relentlessly. After what felt like an eternity of wandering, he spotted a faint glow in the distance. His heart pounded with both fear and excitement. Tim knew that this was it, the cursed chariot of legend. The closer he got, the more anxious he became, yet he couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. As he stood before the chariot, he noticed the moon briefly peeking through the clouds, casting an eerie light upon it. The chariot was indeed a haunting sight, adorned with intricate carvings depicting gruesome scenes and twisted figures. Its wheels creaked ominously, as if beckoning Tim to climb aboard. The moment of truth had arrived. Tim hesitated but eventually succumbed to the temptation. With a deep breath, he stepped onto the chariot, and the moment his foot touched its surface, a shiver ran down his spine. Suddenly, the world around him blurred, and the forest disappeared, leaving only darkness. Tim found himself in a surreal, nightmarish realm, a place where time seemed to stand still, and the echoes of tormented souls filled the air. Panic overwhelmed him, and he desperately tried to escape, but the chariot seemed to have a grip on his very soul, pulling him further into the abyss. Just when all hope seemed lost, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows. It was a spectral woman, draped in tattered garments, her face obscured by shadows. Her voice, a haunting whisper, filled Tim's ears, revealing the tragic history of the chariot. Centuries ago, she was a noble woman, cursed for her cruelty and vanity. Her chariot and steeds were bound to the darkness, forced to roam eternally as a penance for her sins. And now, Tim had unwittingly become part of the chariot's curse. As the truth unfolded, Tim's anxiety reached its peak, but the twist was yet to come. The spectral woman extended a bony hand, offering him a choice: remain trapped in the chariot for all time, or release its curse by taking her place as the charioteer. In a moment of desperation, Tim made a life-altering decision. He chose to bear the curse, believing that he could find a way to break it and free the tormented souls within. As the spectral woman faded into the darkness, Tim took her place, and the chariot lurched forward, carrying him on its haunting journey. The villagers never saw Tim again, and the legend of the haunted chariot grew even more chilling. But deep within the forest, a faint light still glows on moonless nights, a glimmer of hope that someday, someone might uncover the truth and end the curse forever. And so, dear reader, the tale of the cursed chariot and the brave young soul who faced the unknown remains etched in the annals of the village's history, forever haunting those who hear its haunting echoes, leaving them with a shiver down their spines, and a question that lingers in their hearts: what truly happened to Tim and the haunted chariot?